Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today while I participate in the 2022 Collage Challenge, which was set up by Julie of Julie's Art and Junk Jewelers with Julie, and Lee of Lee's Art Studio. Julie's taking a bit of a break, but I will put her link down below anyway, because you can see her past collages and other work that has done. Lee and Julie have done a great job with all these challenges that we've been given. It's been good to have it just once a month, and certainly has made me sort of stop and think. So this month it's the theme is art. So the idea is called a scavenger hunt. So you just have a look around in your stash to see what you can find in the way of art. There's some suggestions here. I'm not very arty kind of person, so I usually tend to stick to the paper things. But while I did do some arty type things, because when Julie and Lee were doing the neurographic art, I thought I'd have a go, but then I got a bit carried away and I actually ended up doing the colouring in all the way around more so than I should have done. But anyway, it still looks good. I quite like all the patterns in there, stuck to the black and white theme. I was really happy with the way it turned out, and I'm just going to use that today, but I can't use it that way. I'm going to have to use it that way, but I don't want to use it that way because it doesn't look right. I'm just going to have to trim it on the side, I think. Cut off my art. Oh dear. I have to cut off this side as well. If you don't know what neurographic art is, check out Julie and Lee's videos as well. Julie does a really good explanation of what neurographic art is, and there's loads of people out there that have done some neurographic work as well. If you can just want to have a look at YouTube, it's just a different way of looking at doing art. If you didn't want to do paper or paint, or this is just pen, use pencils. Oh, that's right, I'm supposed to get that way. Just going to take this clip out for next month. So I've got next month's things there. So what I'm going to do, I was going to use this big hand because I wanted to use the Mona Lisa, and the Mona Lisa is going to sit in the hand like that. A bit of quirkiness, I thought. So long time ago, Tony, my husband, and I, when in our early 20s, we hadn't been married very long, did the whole European whirlwind thing, 12 countries in 24 days or something ridiculous. Probably wasn't 24 days, probably a little bit longer, but we were lucky enough to see a lot of this artwork that I'm going to be doing today in the flesh, so to speak. And when we went to the Louvre, we were quite lucky actually, because it was early in the morning and the crowds weren't there. There was a number of people there, but you got to see the Mona Lisa quite well. But I was actually surprised about how small the painting is. Really quite small. I don't know why I hadn't thought it was so going to be that size, but it was really quite small. And we went back to France again for another tour later on in our lives, and we stayed away from the Mona Lisas because we just thought that it was going to be too many people because it was so crowded. This was before COVID. We thought it was just too crowded. So what did we see instead? We went and saw Van Gogh and Monet, and then we when we were in Paris, we went to Monet's museum, which was really good because we got to saw lots of Monets that you don't normally get to see. I just thought he did the whole water kind of thing, but no, he did a lot of other things as well. So that was a really worthwhile little visit. We actually went to his house where he got his inspiration for his water ones, with the lilies and the bridge on those famous ones, in his garden and his house. That was really good too. I don't know I really liked seeing all the Van Goghs as well. So this is the statue of David, and we saw him in Florence on this whirlwind trip that we did. And the statue of David is actually quite big, really quite, and it's quite imposing. Is that David? Or another one like David? Perhaps it's not David. Memory's going now. A long time ago. But I thought that was very fun. I'm not too sure whether I'll end up putting him over here because he's going to be... You could put Mona Lisa over here a bit more, maybe. If I can get this off. To take this person's arm off a bit. Peel off gently. Yes, works. So we'll just do that. I remember we went to Canberra very early on, when not long after they'd bought Blue Poles, which was a bit of a controversial picture to buy, and that was really, took a while to sort of stood and look at that. I'm not one for modern painting, but it's very striking and it's quite big. These images here are, so we've got Leonardo da Vinci did the Mona Lisa. There's always a big talk about why she got that sort of smile on her face. I mean, don't you smile when you're sort of having your camera, when you're having a photograph taken? Isn't it the same sort of thing? But her smile is supposed to be mysterious. Anyway, these two are on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, which is in the Vatican City, where the Pope is. And we went there and had a look at the Sistine Chapel. And the second time we went, we actually ended up being in Vatican City on Christmas Day, and we listened to the Pope give his address. I'm not Catholic myself, but wouldn't say I was a particularly religious person, but it was very impressive. But we didn't go in to see the Sistine Chapel the second time because Christmas Day they were closing it after a certain amount of time because of the for the Pope's message. So I've got a person's hand here with some paint. Put them there maybe. Cut that off as well. Might be a good idea to cut it off there before I stick it on, Kay. Oops. Did that wrong. Cut it all wrong. Try again. That's it. So I've got those there. Do you know what? I thought they were paintbrushes and they're not, they're chopsticks. That's hilarious, Kay. That is hilarious. We could make them into, let's make them into paintbrushes, shall we? Let's make them into paintbrushes. Duh. Okay. I thought they were paintbrushes. They're not, they're chopsticks. Oh well, I've made them into paintbrushes now. And do you want to have David there? If it is David. I'd have to chop his hand off this side. Fit on the page better. Nope. Put him down the bottom. He's looking looking towards the Mona Lisa. Oh, quite like that, but it looks a bit odd, out of balance. So I might be cheating a little bit. I'm going to use my stamps if I can find them, with the blotches on them. I've used these before, but I quite like these stamps. So good for this kind of thing. They're a Papercraft one. What shall I use? Use watercolor paint. On my squash. Yep, that's fine for that one. And what other colour should I use, do you think? Could do something totally different. That's sort of like a light pink. If we do a light pink, I think it's the wrong colour pink. It'll be fine for now. Oh. These stamps are so old, I can't remember which way's round. I'll just do that one again. Yep, that's fine. And one more, do you think? The coffee stain one. The one that I think looks like a coffee stain. What colour should I use? Let's use this mustard colour. Match Mona Lisa's colours. What if you actually, you know, like such a long time ago that I saw this, and we often see her in these colours. You must have used those colours. He was such a clever man, Leonardo da Vinci, because the second time we were in Italy, we had quite a few days to ourselves, and we were just wandering around. We come across this museum of Leonardo's da Vinci's inventions, and some of his inventions were way before his time, like the tank and the flying machines, and he was quite an intelligent, clever person, really. I think he was employed by various kings and their courts. That's how he managed to survive. You know, in terms of living, because, you know, it's hard to sort of be an artist and earn a living. Do I want to do any more? No, I think that's enough. I think I've done a September. There's no stencil. So this is November. It's a long time ago since I did these. That was October, September, August, and this is November. I'm just going to use a pen. If I can find one. Normally I don't use a texter, but I'm going to use a texter this time. It's going to go straight through the page. Oh well. It's handy. The I is next to the I. N. Of course it is K. It's the next letter out of the alphabet. I've got a thing flying around. I've got a mosquito. some unknown reasons, mosquitoes seem to love me, and when I get bitten by the jolly things, they get quite a bit of a, sometimes I get a bit of a reaction to them. November. God, I'll stop and think there for a minute. If I've got the right letters, the right spots. November. And just art. It's funny because I missed out on, I did 1 year of art when I went to high school, and it's not a very artistic person at all, really. But I'm so glad I discovered collaging and making cards and making journals. Different way of expressing, different way of art. It's been fabulous. Anyway, hope you liked my art collage. So we've got the paintings on the ceiling by Michael, of the Sistine Chapel by Michelangelo. Michelangelo. And then you've got the Leonardo da Vinci Mona Lisa and my artwork in the background. And David, was David done by Michelangelo as well? I think he might have been. And my chopsticks come paintbrushes, which I just totally rubbished up. I still can't believe I did that. I just, even when I got it out this morning, I just didn't think it was anything of it. So we made it more of a brush now. Right, okay. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.